Hi everybody, it's Diane at Tattered Edges Design, back to decorate the tags that we made in the presumably previous video. I never know what order these are going to go up in, but I've got a lot of tags here. I didn't even count them. And some images. This is not nearly enough, but it's enough to start with. So I'm just decorating tags, and opening the glue would be a good idea, right, Diane? And I need a glue paper. It's kind of small, but we'll make do. It's just off an old envelope. You know, you can make them horizontally. Do we want that? I wasn't going to make these overly elaborate. Yeah, why? Explain that, Diane. I just thought I didn't bring up ribbon or anything. Shoot. Need a background paper. I think because of the style, I don't know how to describe that. Let me get off track for a minute. This is Tim Holtz Worn Wallpaper Pack that I bought, I don't know, 2 months ago, and I never used it yet. So I pulled that out. I thought maybe that would be a good idea. But yeah, getting back to, why don't we want, yeah, this is pretty cool if you haven't bought this. It's not exactly like real wallpaper, but it's similar. It's textured. It's kind of cool. Well, one, I'm making these more to go into journals. So they're not necessarily, I mean, it's, you know, you want it nice and a freestanding kind of thing, I guess, but it's an accessory to a journal. Other than that, I think because they're mostly like whitish, you know, I don't want a ton of stuff on them. I don't know. That's just the way my mind was going. Maybe I'm wrong. And we're gonna have barking dogs. So cute. Just a little bit of this. And I can always paint, so stamp. Okay, fine. And as much as I want these to look nice, I don't want to spend, you know, days and days doing it either. And I imagine I won't do all these on camera. And I keep forgetting to put the glue out in a little pot. If I have to pause for some reason, I'll try to remember that. And I will probably ink edges and all that stuff too. And I haven't given any thought to, do I want to just put like cording in the holes, or more like a seam binding or fabric, or mix it up, do them all different. I don't know about that. No, I want to glue in a dog hair? I don't think so. If you can tell, but this is one of the ones that had the, oh, it's still there. Come on. Had the blue paint on it. I cut off. Yeah, I didn't mention sizes. They're not all exactly the same, but pretty darn close. They're 2 1/4, 3 1/2, in that neighborhood. I didn't want to make them huge. I think we want some ink. Can't read the postmark. I'm Gary, Indiana, but there's no, I don't see a year. Oh, we have fold over here. Yeah. I think we're going to get rid of that. And in case you're curious from the previous video, I just cut these. I didn't weight them down or anything, and they're not really buckled or warped or anything. Yeah, I should have said that. If you didn't watch the Masterboard tag base video, that's how I got these. It's cute. Need something else though here. Yeah, I've got, well, I've got all kinds of things. But, I got a little baggie of tickets here that are, some real, some scrapbook paper, I mean. There's a blue one. Well, it's too big. Do I want to rip it? That is an actual ticket. I don't really want to rip it. Here's a scrapbook paper one. We'll rip that. Okay, fine. And I may not even do all these today. Who knows? I think this could use a number or something up there. Here's my beat up stamp, number stamp. It's okay. I guess it's okay. Or do we want like, get my, like some sort of postmarky number something. Here's something, kind of just a random something. Yeah, that's better. That's what it needed. Alright, I'm going to definitely ink the edges of this, but there's one. Alright, this is a Tim Holtz ephemera, and I have no idea what pack that was. Let's see, what kind of, it's pretty. It's fine. Okay. You know, really, it could be done. Or just, you know, to put in a journal. Needs lace or something on the bottom. As I said, I forgot to bring my trim up. I thought I had everything. Maine buses and coaches for hire. And it's not the state Maine, it's M-A-Y-N-E. Well, do I want to pause and run and get my trims and ribbons and stuff, or do we want to just do that later? Maybe we'll just do that later. Or is that sort of not letting you see the whole process? No, I didn't hear any big answers on that. Well, alright, I'll pause and get ribbon or something because it doesn't look done. So, alright, gang, I'll be right back. Okay, I got the ribbon and trim, and I found a pretty pink dot there. So I will trim it and edge, you know, ink the edges on this one when it's dry. And then I had family coming in and out the door, so I went ahead and left the camera off and put another one together. That's another Tim Holtz ephemera thing. It's a little snippet of a paper doily, scrapbook paper word, and I think I'll sew on a, you know, scrunched seam binding on the bottom. So that has to dry. Alright, what do we got next? This is one of my distant ancestors there. This is actually a Xerox copy of a picture. Years ago, before I, you know, could scan and print, I don't know what I want this on. I just copied some old photos on a Xerox machine, and actually it's kind of a cool look. So that's what that is. Well, what else does she want though? Obviously not enough. Fine. Right there, or on the side. Maybe side, just to be kind of different. Maybe she needs some background text type stamp. Let's see. Got a newer one I haven't used much. Not that. Where is it? Here. It is so tiny. I don't know if you can tell. It's a Finnabair. It's supposed to be, I can't read it, Astro something. You know, like Phases of the Moon or something. It's really tiny. I haven't used it much at all. Let's try it. Pretty nice. Let me stamp this off over here where you can't see. By the way, I put that little washi tape on there so I know which is up and down at a glance because the print is so small. It's actually nice, can you tell? Alright, do we want to keep her sort of monochromatic, or does she need, you know, a flower or a something? She needs a something. She definitely needs something. You know, I got my little punched circles from our, you'll have to keep that in mind. I don't think that matches her. Yeah. My flower stuff is kind of buried alive. Let me pause. So dumb. Let me pause and look for my flowers. Hang on. Okay, well, I came back once and I was saying, how do you guys do it with your videos? Do you have just everything at the ready, or do you make stuff ahead of time? Because I always have to pause. And then I was saying, be glad I paused because it took me a while to find the flower and blah, blah, blah. And I went to get my ribbon box and I accidentally hit my keyboard for the computer. So it made this weird sound that nobody wanted to hear, and so I decided to just start it over again. So I'm looking for a little ribbon trim for the bottom. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's very faint, but it's good. Boy, Diane, I think I'm tired today. You know, you guys know, you have those days where everything you touch falls on the floor, or you keep dropping, you have the dropsies. Maybe you should do a video on days like that, huh? Didn't really start out like that. Yeah, what happened? You know, I think though it needs like a bow. Although for a journal, maybe we don't want a bow because of the bulk, you know, to get it in a pocket. Diane's thinking. Maybe she needs some like random number. Let's see, what's a good random number? Give me a good random number. Dresses that up just a tad. right. You dry. And what else we got? I got some more Xeroxes. I've got a couple, these actually, oh, nice fingers. Nice fingers. These are stamps that are like, for a charity. They'd send them out, they're vintage, years ago. You know, you're supposed to like put them on envelopes and stuff. Oh, let's just grab one of those. She's kind of cute, just like that. I think it needs edging. But what about the negative space there on the left side? This is a real ticket. I have no idea if it's vintage or not. I don't remember where I got it. I bought it. I don't know. Let's see. I'm dropping everything and I don't know anything. Yeah, I think that's a good sign of tired. I need something. I don't even know what. I mean, do we want... No, that's too many weird shapes. Maybe just a strip of washi. Yeah, that's something. You know the way things are going, I'll never get this started, right? Oh, and I have family coming home, so I have to pause again. Okay, now we have a lawn service. And here we go. I grabbed a little lace. Does that need a couple numbers? I want to do a number. Give it, yeah, she's bouncing a rock. I have a date stamp too. But I didn't grab that, did I? Alright, what else do we want here? I've got a couple stickers. This was a new pack I bought actually a long time ago. And this is about all that's left. Well, I shouldn't say it. There's a few more. But I've used a lot of those. They're kind of cute. It was really a wide variety of subjects, and I guess who cares, because I can't show you, and you can't buy them anymore, so let's talk about something else, Diane. Oh, this is scrapbook paper. I was 7 Gypsies. Okay, are they not around anymore, I assume? I haven't seen anything new from them in a long time. All my favorite companies are gone. Alright, we need another background something. What about this one? Where'd my black go? Here it is. I don't know if that's too random. I guess it's okay. I guess you could be too random, right? Where you really, it doesn't look like anything, I suppose. Could not be, maybe not a good thing. Alright. Yeah, that's better. Oh, I had this in the bottom, didn't I? Because it kind of looks like it's cut off a little bit. What about a little cheesecloth with that, because that's so fun to glue. This is the grocery store type that's really wide, or a big weave, however you want to describe that. It was coffee dyed. Actually, I should probably dye some more of that. Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. Then we can watch Diane get all gluey with this. Is there some better way to glue cheesecloth that I'm not aware of? I suppose if you buy that finer weave, it's easier, right? And actually, the reason I have cheesecloth is I really use it in my kitchen to make pickles, which I haven't done. Really, I used to do that like every summer. I really haven't done it. I don't know, a couple of years now. I should do that. Yeah, I don't know how sticky this is anymore. That's why I'm gluing there. Well, I think with edging and sewing, that's good. So imagine that. All right, something else. Another person. What about a guy? I don't use guys too much. This is another Xerox. Well, what about these things? These punch things. Well, it's kind of neat. You know, honestly, you could almost just get away with, if you wanted to paint the background a little bit, that'd be kind of nice. Okay, and I'm not going to criticize packaging. Like, I know what, all about packaging, but like the openings are always like on the bottom. Except Diane keeps forgetting that. How do you get into this package? Well, what about this one? Or does this look more like a kitchen? This old kitchen wallpaper. No, I kind of like that. Let's cut a strip and see what we think. Yeah, I wonder. I never heard. Does anybody know? Are these real wallpaper patterns, or did the Tim Holtz company people make them up? That'd be kind of interesting to know, wouldn't it? Yeah, actually, I kind of like that. Alright, with the gargoyle leaf blowers going again. Well, it won't be too long. There'll be no need for leaf and yard service where I live anyway. That'll be refreshing. Of course, that'll be snow blowers. You can't win. The roofers stopped. I don't know if they're really done or they're on lunch break. Yeah, the roofer stopped, so the lawn service had to show up. And yes, there was a wedding. He was the best man at a wedding in the early 1900s. Alright, he definitely needs something, like, but maybe just stitching. Maybe something on the bottom and stitching on the top, or vice versa. I don't know, what do we have for trims for a guy? A guy trim? I don't want to put lace on it. What about like a yarn or something? I don't know. Now this is... Yeah, I was going to say, is that just, enough of a cool accent to get away with it? But I think it's... No. Well, I don't think I want rickrack for a guy either. How about this? It's blue. Well, it's kind of interesting. Or do we want it on top? Okay, on top, and then we'll do sewing on the bottom. This is new, by the way. Oh, in other countries heard from outside. My husband's out there, so that's his problem. Oh, I said top. Yeah, it's fine. All right, maybe one more, and then we'll pause. Well, or maybe we'll pause now because the dogs are barking. Are they gonna stop? Okay. Well, I was just looking at this snippet I put aside that kind of matches the swan tag or stamp. That's another one of those. It was supposed to look like a postage stamp from some, you know, oh, it's upside down, Diane, from some charity back in the day, but I cut the stamp edging, if you will, off. Actually, that's pretty. Maybe we need a lace or something behind the right side. What about a rickrack? There's a white. No, you kind of don't see it. Well, that's kind of nice. Let's think about that while we listen to the lawnmowers. Yeah, I have, you guys probably can't hear me when I step back now because the mowers. I have very little lace. I have a lot of trim, a lot of ribbon, not a lot of lace. My thrift stores, I don't know, they never had a lot of lace to offer. I don't know why. Well, I don't know, another paper back there, is that getting to be too much? Just a little, like a color snippet. Well, that's okay. All right. All right, you know what? Since those mowers are pretty loud, I'm gonna glue this off camera, take a break, and come back later. Okay, we're back. I don't know where I left off. It's quite a bit later here. I went ahead and did some just because I knew this video was going to get too long. So these aren't done as far as edging, maybe stitching. Aren't these? I like these too. There's a lot of white showing there, but I think that's nice. But just to let you see. All right, you're caught up. Okay, and I got this one going a little bit. This was, it looks like Tim Holtz, but it's not. I mean, his product, but it's not. It's, I bought on eBay, I think, quite a long time ago. I mean, 10 years even. A collage sheet of, you know, vintage people. And that's one of those. It's still lurking about. Yeah, I hadn't thought before to get out fabric. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. Actually, I think that's the wrong side, but I think I'm going to use that. But I may put, back to the fabric thought, I may put fabric in the, you know, as ties, tassels, whatever you call it. So I don't know if I want to overdo that on the tag anyway. We'll use that as a good excuse because I forgot to get it out before. Or reason, I should say. Threads out of here. Yeah, these decorated tags are fun. They're like little artworks on a tag. Well, I hear locusts out there off in the distance, which is a little weird because the temperature dropped off this afternoon. All right, now what about this stamp? Is it too... It's okay. Is it, you know, is it too much? Too big? Well, if it would stop sticking to me, maybe we could tell. It's okay, but I think it almost needs something with it. Does that make sense? You know, some kind of flowery something that, of course, I'm never going to find in a matter of a few seconds. All right, I still want to know, you know, like I said, for you YouTubers, you know, no. What, you have all this stuff right around you, or you just limit yourself to what you can use? I don't know. Maybe someday I'll figure it out. Well, all right, I'll set her aside. I think the stamp needs something with it, a flower or a something. All right, what else we got here? It's a big Japanese postage stamp. And I actually, yeah, I did think I pulled this out, and I apologize. I don't know what language that actually is. So I'm sorry if it's not appropriate, but that's what I'm going to use. I almost couldn't find that. I was starting to get ticked off, but then I found it. So for as much stuff as I have, I generally know where everything is. But just, you know, once in a blue moon, you can't find something, and it's very irksome. To me, anyway. Now, what else does this want? Maybe like a mulberry paper. I just not. Although my mulberry papers aren't that exciting. No, that doesn't match. No. Well, that's okay. Not very thrilling. It's just red. Sorry, this bag is really crinkly. Well, that's kind of cool. Matches the background in the stamp. Alright, I like that. Do we want a little of the red? Let's see, which way does it go? It goes this way. Get under here. No, it says 1966 up there. Is it really that old, I wonder? I don't know, just a little bit of it. Nah, I think it's too much. It's too bold. All right, let's put this back because I'm running out of room. I have stuff laying around. Yeah, we're not. Still need something. But not that. Maybe a fiber. Yeah, okay, a trim or something. Okay. So that I can glue this stuff. Okay, I don't see other women's glue sticks falling over on camera either. What is my problem? My counter is canted or something, huh? I don't even want inking on this edge. Or did I already? I did, didn't I? I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I did. Well, that was like 3 minutes ago. I don't know. There's a bit of tissue. Alright, I'll take that. Pattern tissue. Sewing pattern tissue, in case you really don't know. And then some kind of trim on top. Could sew too. Or could sew fabric to it. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. Do I have anything fabric-wise that would go with that? I don't know. Where to go? There. I don't have a whole lot of red. And this is just my little scrappy stash. I do have other fabric. You know what I should do? Sew something plain with red thread. Except that involves changing the thread in my machine. Which we don't like. Changing the thread in my machine is actually a breeze. But there's something... I explained this in a video once, but there's something weird with my machine that when you change the thread, sometimes it doesn't sew right. So you have to do it a few times. So that's why I don't like doing it. Well, what do we have for trim? Well, I've just got red seam binding. Sold. Yeah, here we have another attractive storage system in my life. I bought this, it had more on it. I bought these at a thrift store and they were like this. So I just left them like that. I don't know what this is. This is some kind of, it's contact paper roller. I don't know. It's not paper towel because it's got some kind of printing on it. And it's probably, 35 years old. Where'd my scissors go? Here. Okay. And it's not the best system either because you get little pinholes and stuff. But as long as it's already like that, I'm leaving it. Okay. Alright, so we'll, scrunch this up. Okay. Next. This is might recognize, take a guess. Yes, it's part of an old greeting card. You're right. Actually, that's kind of pretty, just like that. Should I just leave it? I need a word or something on it. And of course, my dog's laying in front of my cabinet where my words are. It's a scrapbook paper. Remember, that's not bad. I'm not thrilled with the color on that, but it's okay. And since I can't get at my other words at the moment, see, now if I had that out in front of me, I don't know. I can't. There's no way I could put everything out in front of me. My arms aren't long, for one thing. I'd never really reach. Okay, I don't know what it is. I've had a couple sheets of this paper, and I don't know what it is. I can never cut it out straight. It's just the thickness even of the paper. But you can bet anything you want I'm going to cut that out crooked, and I do, and I'm getting tired of it. Alright, now remember, this will have at least inking on the edges, maybe sewing. We don't know yet. Yeah, this is going to be a 9-hour video. Now I'll do all that off camera. This is this card thing is kind of embossed. Well, it is not kind of. It's embossed. Actually, that's very pretty. I like it just like that. Maybe we don't even need this. Well, yeah, well, yeah, I guess, since it's for a journal. Yeah, now I gotta start making journals to put these in, right? I don't have one going. That's, I guess, my next project. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. You dry somewhere. Alright, here's another postage stamp. This is from Czechoslovakia, I guess. I don't know what it's representing or showing, but I thought it was kind of pretty. Take shorter a little bit. Well, yeah, no. What do we want on that? I have no idea. Well, a ticket. That was kind of interesting. This scrapbook paper. I get. Oh, I think this is a Tim Holtz, you know, ephemera thing. The little hole is not punched out. There. No? Okay, there. And I don't remember if it came ripped or if I ripped it. I don't know. I kind of like the ripped bottom, but that's going to run into the hole. Do we care? I'll just let it hang off. That's okay. We'll just do that. Well, that's definitely not done. What do we need with that? This needs this blue color somewhere. Do I have that blue color in some form? Like a paper or a ribbon or something? Can you hear me? I'm scrounging through paper. Oh, here's the color. Alright, let's see what this does. I think this is an old Seven Gypsies paper too. I think. Not sure. Well, okay, that's fine. I trim the bottoms though. The bottoms? The edges. And part of my family's outside. That's why I'm not running out there to see what my dog is barking at. Alright, I forget where it was. Was it it was over everything? It must have been. Alright, we'll have to repunch our hole. Alright, there's a question. Do you make, when you make tags, do you punch holes before or after? I guess sometimes I do both. But I've noticed for myself, when I do it after, if I may be punching from the back for some stupid reason, it's easy to like punch into part of the, you know, the design that you didn't want to. So I think I got in the habit of doing it before, but then sometimes you have to re-punch. Is that another don't do what Diane does thing? Maybe if I ran my videos backwards, then they'd be right and make sense. I don't know. Alright, well, that's kind of hard to tell what it's doing with the top being concealed. Okay, I think I'm going to set this one aside and then I could trim it later and see what we think. Alright, what are you? This is, guess. I gave you 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get what it is now? Or was? That's kind of nice. That's another one of the, it could just be left alone like that, I think. It needs a ribbony something. Let's see. Oh, it's knocked over almost knocked over a paint jar. Thing's running out of room. Oh, well, I got blue light. This was the same person must have done this too. Although, I'll thank that person. Oh. I was just saying, well, this is dark blue. Maybe we want that. I don't know now. Now I'm confused. Whoever got rid of this stuff, I'm glad they did. The black. I can't tell. It's like, I guess it's black. Well, you know what? It's so dark. I don't think I want it on, whichever it is. Okay, I know in one video I went to use it thinking it was black, and I went, no, it's dark blue. And now that I think it's dark blue, I'm going, no, it's black. And my glue stick fell over, and I've got stuff all on top of each other here. Well, see, that is one thing when you're filming, I have found, and I am relatively new at this. But, you know, if I wasn't filming, I'd take time to put some of this stuff away, or, you know, move it away, but I can't really do that when I'm filming, or you'd be even more bored than you are now. Well, you know, actually, I kind of like it just simple like that, and as I keep saying, these are going in journals, so they don't have to be super decorated. Alright. Alright, and how do you glue lace? Is it, you know, did I already ask that? I don't remember. Do you glue the lace and get all gluey, or do it this way? I don't know, which way does this go? This way. Yeah? No. This way. Get it straight. Okay. And yes, I have some family talking outside. Don't listen. Has Diane ever made a video where it's really quiet? I think, yeah, those few I made in the evening. But I usually don't craft in the evening. I have to change my whole schedule for filming. Actually, I think that's very nice. And I'm going to weight this one down. The card actually has a little thickness to it. I'm not sure it's going to grab correctly on its own. Alright, here's another one of those charity stamp things you're supposed to like decorate your envelopes with. What about a dark ticket? Maybe, maybe not. No, I think it looks too fill-in. That trim's not bad. Okay, there. What about one of those punch circle things? Well, it's getting there. What is this? You know, you see the irony of this, do you not, with before when I was like stamping background stamps and stuff, that there is background text all over this stuff, except I knocked it back with gesso. So then we're restamping it. I don't know, does everybody else do that too? What about a just text? No, oh, music, bird. All right, let's do some music. Okay, I like that. I do like the stamping on the white, gessoed, however you want to phrase that. It looks pretty nice. All right, that's still probably not enough though. Yeah. Oh, kind of at a loss for this one. What a flower. Oh, you guys want to watch me cut a flower? Not really. I don't know, what can we chit chat about? I don't know. I gave the weather reports. There's no noise to talk about. Well, okay, tell me what should be my next journal theme. I don't know. Yep, missed the garbage there. Alright, I better pause. Okay, well, thanks to family and barking dogs and stuff, you didn't have to watch me cut the flower or put it together, and I did choose a different circle. Okay, we got here old car ad that needs some inking. Well, I don't know. The ticket's getting too repetitive? No, because I kind of like that. It needs inking too. Actually, it needs trimming and inking. Yeah, it definitely needs trimming. Alright, now inking. Alright. And this just happens to be lying about. Does that do anything for anybody? Sure, why not? Colors are good. Well, I'm not impressed. What else could that use? I don't think fabric. No. I don't know. Something. Anything at this point, right, Diane? Just pick something. Oh, okay, I'll pick that. Oh, this looks crooked too. No, actually it's not. Okay. Alright, now what do we think? Still needs something there in the middle. Just a color even. We'll think about that one. I'll stop boring you. And here's the last one. Bird image. But that, I've had that for a long time. It was, I bought, you know, just some vintage ephemera from a, you know, random seller on the internet. They had it was book pages of birds. That's I think that's about the last one. I've got one. I think one more bird, but I've used that all up. What does they want? I don't know. Actually, it's kind of cute just the way it is, but it's awfully boring. I just sewed around that. All right. Well, I tell you what. To keep you all in suspense, I'm gonna look for something for her. Do something with this space, and think about that. I may just sew around that one. All right, and I think I will come back then when they're all done and sewn and all that. Okay, I'm back. We're done. We're wrapping up. And it is the same day. It's later, but it is the same day. So most of them were sewn, not all. Some of them got, it's crochet cotton, little tie things. Some got fabric. Here's this one. And this one, the swan stamp. I don't know if you can see it. There is white zigzag there. By the way, I didn't do anything to any of the backs at this point. I probably will not. Anyway, I like this one. Very plain and elegant. Oh, I did ink around all of them. They're either black or walnut stain ink. Now this one, that was one of the ones I left you with. I just took this, I don't know what they call it, it's nubby yarn, and went around, and it is glued. But I like that. Plain too. I'm starting to think I like the plainer ones better. This one did not receive stitching. I thought it was okay. It's very pretty, I think. That was, remember we were adding seam binding to that, and I did. Now here's some with fabrics. That's just a coffee dyed muslin. And threads out of the way there. The same muslin treatment. Actually, quite a few of them got that just because of the color, really. That's kind of how I decided. If I didn't have fabric to match, then I went into my crochet cotton collection, which I think almost all of, well, I shouldn't say that. I did get some from a relative, but a lot of it is from the thrift store too. But it's all vintage. Oh, this, did we see that? I don't remember. Remember I was talking about adding a flower? Yeah, I don't remember what you've seen and not seen now. And some have white thread, some have black, some have brown. So I had to change my thread, and I had to wind a new bobbin. So that was exciting. This one's kind of pretty vintage look there. And I put ribbon on the bottom of this one. And he got fabric. This one, okay. Well, I did add the seam binding in a red crochet cotton. I was told by a fairly reliable source that's Chinese, but they thought this was Chinese also, but I thought it was a Japanese stamp, so I'm confused. I don't know. So I'm sorry to anybody that's going, you don't know what you're talking about, because I don't, I admit it. There is sewing up the side here. I don't know if you could see that. This was one of the ones too. I didn't quite know. I don't know if you remember, but I had here actually it was a snippet like that, and I was trying to decide what to do with the space in there, and it just was being a problem, so we got rid of it, and I just used a rubber stamp then instead. And they got messy stitching top and bottom, which I like. And some plain one that I like. It does have stitching. I did not go through, I could have. I don't know. Maybe some people think I should, but I didn't. I stopped the stitching there. And these two, by the way, I did add to any eagle-eyed people. This one didn't have the number stamp, and I figured, well, they're kind of similar. I'll add a number. So I kind of did it in succession, and they got zigzag on the bottom. Okay, well, there is the conclusion of file folder to masterboard to tags. So I think they turned out pretty nice, and I've got a big bunch of them here. So now I got to make a big bunch of journals, right? Okay guys, that's it. Thanks for joining me, and have a nice day out there.